this video, we'll give a brief introduction on how to use pspice. We'll take this DC circuit as an example. From the schematic, we can see that there are three voltage sources, V1, V2, and V3. And there's also another current source, I1. Other than those, there are four resistive components, R1, R2, R3, and R4. Let's work it out step by step. New a file. The following steps will show you how to bring up the first component into your schematic. What about we try a resistor? From the Draw menu, select Get New Part. Click on Libraries. A resistor is in the analog library. Click OK. Place and close. Left click, and here's our first component, a resistor. Zoom in the window a little bit. Resistors in pspice all have the default value of 1 kilo-ohm, but we may change those values later on. Flip the resistor so it may just look like our original schematic. Double-click on the number 1 kilo will allow us to change the value. Let's try a different part, a DC voltage source. Draw, Get New Part. Click on Libraries. From the library list, we're gonna select Source, VDC, and click OK. We may put the voltage source right below the resistor R1. Double-click on the number to change the value. We may draw more than one component at once. Let's try the rest of the resistors and the voltage sources, following the same procedures as before. Select resistor. Instead of Place and Close, click Close. Left-click on the schematic once, the second time, and the third time. Right-click to finish the selection, and double-click on those numbers to change to the right value. If you notice, the index of those resistors is automatically updated. So we've got R2, R3, and R4 all together. The rest of the two voltage sources gonna be the same thing. Left-click, this is V2. One more time, this is V3. Double-click on the numbers. And flip V3. You may click and drag the component to the right location. Compared to the desired schematic, there's one more component left, which is the current source. The current source is also in the source library. Select IDC from the part list. Left-click on the schematic and then right-click. Double-click on the number. Flip the part. Click and drag the part to the right location. Look at our schematic. We've got all of the components. Now the next thing we need to do is to connect them. Go to Draw. Select Wire. A pane will automatically show up to allow you to draw wires between components. Notice that a node in pspice schematic is indicated as a dot. Our schematic is almost done other than specifying a reference node. The Earth ground can be found in the part library. Left click and right click. Alright, now let's save the file. After we save the file, we could run the simulation to see how this circuit is working. Finally, running the simulation is always my favorite part. To run simulation, you need to click on the Simulate button. After clicking, a simulation window will automatically pop up. If you are lucky enough, you will see no error message on the simulation. Now get back to the schematic. You may click on this V icon to bring up all of the voltage across each node. Click it one more time will make them disappear. This I button will bring up all of the current. If you'd like, you may have all of the voltage and current at the same time on the schematic.